The Property Bulletin by London Property, the home of superprime.
It appears that affluent American Democrats may be buying luxury homes in London following Donald Trump's recent election victory, seeking a safety net due to their opposition to his policies. Becky Fatemi from Sotheby's International Realty and Marco Previero from R3 Location report significant increases in inquiries and relocations from wealthy Americans. High-end rental properties are particularly in demand due to the urgency of the moves and high stamp duty taxes on property purchases. Despite recent tax changes, including higher stamp duties and the elimination of favourable tax regimes for non-domiciled individuals, London remains an attractive haven for these buyers. With an urgency uncharacteristic of plumbers, Charlie Mullins announced his departure from the UK earlier this year, listing his £12 million penthouse and purchasing properties in Spain and Dubai. His primary grievance? Inheritance tax. Having sold Pimlico Plumbers for £145 million 3 years ago, Mullins represents what appears to be an exodus of millionaires leaving the UK. Recent headlines suggest a significant migration of high net worth individuals, with Henley Partners estimating a net loss of 9,500 high net worth individuals this year. This trend is driven by factors such as the end of the non-dom regime, tighter inheritance tax relief, increased national insurance costs, and punitive stamp duties on second homes. Although the feared exit tax wasn't introduced, its potential future implementation fuels urgency among the wealthy contemplating departure. Despite these developments, wealth managers are thriving, guiding clients through this more hostile fiscal landscape. Advisors like Drew Knutsford and Ollie Cheng report heightened activity and concern among clients, particularly regarding inheritance tax. While there are discussions about relocating to destinations like Singapore, actual departures remain limited, echoing less dramatic concerns than those seen in 2019 during Jeremy Corbyn's potential premiership. Fred Hervey of Lincoln Private Investment Office also notes increased client discussions about leaving, with some considering traditional havens like Jersey or Switzerland and new favourites in the Middle East. However, the process of relocating, especially for entrepreneurs, is complex and time-consuming. Family considerations often deter relocation, as many wealthy individuals prefer to stay close to their children. Some clients, motivated by familial ties abroad, do leave, but this is less common. Simon Allister of LGT Wealth Management highlights Britain's declining appeal due to perceived tax volatility. The super-wealthy, with multiple global residences, can easily shift tax jurisdictions without major lifestyle changes. This fiscal nomadism means destinations like Spain, Italy, and the Middle East are increasingly attractive, although the US also sees some migration. Henley Partners' predictions should be contextualized. Losing 9,500 high net worth individuals, each with assets over $1 million, represents a small fraction of the UK's wealthy population. While the top 1% of earners contribute significantly to income tax, even a modest exodus won't drastically impact revenue. However, the real concern lies in the potential loss of future entrepreneurs who may choose to establish their businesses elsewhere, depriving the UK of unknown economic contributions. A group of prominent co-living companies has joined forces to highlight the benefits of their innovative approach in the rental market to local authorities, national policymakers, and investors. Co-living is a modern form of rental housing that focuses on community, affordability, and convenience. It offers both private and communal spaces, such as shared kitchens, co-working areas, gyms, and lounges. Rents typically include bills, and tenancy contracts are more flexible than traditional rentals. This housing model promotes social interaction through events and community-focused designs. The campaign, spearheaded by consultants Conscious Co-Living under the banner Why Co-Living, aims to educate key stakeholders about the advantages of co-living. Key participants include Urban Bubble, Verve Life, Hub, Bridges, ASAEL, and the Furniture Practice. Support comes from the British Property Federation, CBRE, and Cascade Communications. The campaign features multimedia content and industry events to help local authorities, policymakers, and investors understand how co-living can align with their housing goals. Tom Ford has purchased a property in London's upscale Chelsea district for £80 million, $104 million, marking the largest residential real estate transaction in the UK for 2024. The exact location of the property remains undisclosed, but it's described as a white stucco-fronted mansion in a garden square, situated between Hyde Park and the River Thames. This acquisition comes after Ford sold a home in Regent's Park, anticipating new government tax hikes on high-value properties. This purchase adds to Ford's extensive real estate portfolio, valued at over $300 million. His holdings include the former Hamptons estate of Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, which he bought for $52 million, a Palm Beach mansion purchased for $55 million, and Halston's former Manhattan townhouse acquired for $18 million. Since retiring from fashion, Ford has been focusing on his impressive real estate investments.
Subscribe to our newsletter to receive our weekly bulletins and stay ahead of what's shaping the super prime property market.